Peace and blessings, collective. Okay, just making sure we're recording. Um, Kind of just sitting down to see what comes out because I felt the urge, the call, the necessity to get up and come over here, and I started rearranging some things. The reason I got up is because I knew I needed to talk to you, to the collective. Um, what I heard, I'm going to be honest, is that I need to speak to the Twin Flame Divine Counterpart collective. And when I picked up my deck to sit down, interesting. I was going to say I saw the bottom of the deck and it was the Three of Swords, which is like heartbreak energy. And now we have the Tower, Justice, and the Four of Pentacles. That's crazy. So, I mean, if you understand or have any knowledge of tarot at all, really, you probably are kind of shook to see the Tower. I mean, and you may not be, because I don't really get shook anymore when I see it, because I'm kind of just excited to see what the other side of the Tower looks like. So what's coming next? What's like, if something's going to fall apart, that means something else is going to come together, and I'm excited to see what that is, you know. And it looks like whatever it is, it's going to be just, because we have Justice right after that. And it's justice for the Four of Pentacles. And Four of Pentacles energy is like, well, the word that comes to mind is stingy. But like, honestly, yeah, you're getting justice for all the stingy energy you've been around. Like, that's what I'm getting. That's it. That's it. Oh, that's actually beautiful, given the fact that I said it feels like a message for the divine counterpart twin flame collective. You if you are not, and it feels like you're not, if you're not in your divine counterpart twin flame relationship, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a twin flame, but like divine counterpart, like where you feel like, or know, inner knowing that you're with or have in your life. I guess divine counterpart is more so like romantic, but a twin flame could really be any type of relationship. I'm not gonna say any person, like, because I mean, like, but yeah, really any type of relate. It could come in any form of relationship, a twin flame relationship. But a divine counterpart is definitely more romantic. But it's just kind of, it's both. It's like, if you've been in close partnership with someone who you feel like and you'll know if I'm talking to you, that their energy has been stingy. Like, like you're giving and you're giving and you're giving and you enjoy it because you love to give. But then you look up and you realize, well, I haven't really gotten anything recently. So like, if that's, it's giving, that's gonna change. Like, if those are the types of relationships you've had in the past and you're, single now, or maybe don't have a friend group or have many friends, you're about to enter a season of generous relationships, and that's beautiful. Let's see. The Tower and Justice. Like, that's just a beautiful combination. It's like, yes, whatever it is ending, but everybody's going to be accountable for the parts they're accountable for. Let's Page of Pentacles. Interesting. It's giving, like, with this being like the new pinnacles around you, it might be younger people, like a group of people younger than you, or there's going to just be people in the group that are younger than you that you connect with really well. Because now it seems more like this is like the community around, or even honestly, if it is partnership, because that's where we were going. It's, you could find a person that's younger than you, which is, for some people that might be jarring, but I might be one of them that'd be a little jarred by that. But Page of, that's crazy. Yeah, it's giving younger. I didn't realize this is going to get so specific, like to people, because I've never really read this way, but I felt so called to sit down and for it to be going very specific. Like, it sounds like somebody is finding a new partner with, And the part, yeah, it just sounds like a new, younger partner in crime, essentially. Like, and like with that generous energy though, like they're young, but they are wise. Queen of Pentacles. And it might even be like a feminine energy. So like the energy coming in is very young. Like it's not very young, but like significantly, or I guess noticeably younger than you. Like, I won't even say noticeably like appearance wise, but noticeably as in like when you say your ages together, it's like, wow, you guys have a pretty big age gap, you know, but they are the Queen of Pentacles. Like they are mature beyond whatever a number could say. And this does not necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be like maybe you're a teacher and you have like a star pupil who like, I don't know, it's just an instantaneous, like you want to do research together and you're like a research duo, you know? Like it could be anything. Like, and that's giving more the twin flame energy, like someone younger than you that mirrors your energy in the most complementary fashion. King of this twin flame, divine counterparts. It's giving divine masculine, sacred feminine alignment. Like, and I can't, like, it's right. It's in the cards. Like, this is beautiful energy. Sheesh. Sorry, I'm like bumping my mic. I hope that's not causing any audio issues. Queen of Cups, Two of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords coming out together. It kind of this is okay. I'm gonna say what it gives because this is what came through as soon as I saw it. But it gives like third party energy, like a third party that's trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, but it's like a non-factor. Like, you know, like this is not. I don't feel like that's even. I mean, the Queen of Cups energy though, like it's. No, I can't even separate it. Like, that's what it gives. It gives third party energy. But it gives unrelated. Like, they try it. And you might recognize them. They tried it. Okay? But they ended up tangling themselves up in whatever they was trying to do. Okay? I kind of don't even want them there no more. They can go. Let's see here. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Yeah, because that Seven of Swords is the call was made and you saw it for what it was and got out of that and brought in this new, and because you made the choice, because you had to choose, to be intentional about maintaining this connection without all that riffraff that was just sitting over here, And because you were able to walk away from that, this Ace of Pentacles, you made that choice, and now this is a new opportunity. And and with all of these Pentacles being here, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Honestly, we got the Ace, the Two, Four, Page, Queen, and King. This is an earthly manifestation. Like this experience, this divinity, this partnership, this like inspirational connection is earthly. Like you get to experience this on, like, because I don't even know if you can feel, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully you do feel what I'm feeling when I'm envisioning this connection, or that you're envisioning something that makes you feel what I'm feeling. But it's a very, like, this is strong. And the first card that came out was the Tower. And before that, what I saw was the Three of Swords, which is that heartbreak energy. Like, that you might still be in this area. Like, you might still be getting over the hump or whatever happened and walking in, or maybe, and I don't know, you might not have even had this Tower moment yet. Like, you might still be in the connection feeling heartbroken and hearing this message. This means that there's something on the other side, like if you can foresee the end, let that be the tower, and because you can see it, let it go before it's gone. So you're not, like, release. And I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I'm saying it because if you're listening this far and it's just something you're picturing as something you could have in the future as an alternative to what you have now, that's because it's coming. And it might be hard getting there, like it might be a tumultuous situation, but the outcome is this divine connection. And even if this is not romantic, like in the twin flame in a different setting, like you might have had a different research partner before, and there could have been a tower moment. Okay. Going back to the research partner analogy, I don't know why that came out, but it did. And that was the callback. But yeah, I actually want temperance, balance. Literally, balance is on the way. Like the balanced, like reciprocation, because that stingy energy is what we got rid of. That's you're heartbroken over some stingy stuff. Like, embrace the abundance that is now. Don't hold on. Don't even, because hopefully most of us are past this tower moment. I was talking that there could be people that are still up here, but I feel like the majority of the collective, if not nearly all of it, is like here, like here at the point that this is where you are separately, if you have not come together yet, okay, we're here, and working on this, okay. And by working, I mean embodying it, okay? Because this is an embodiment. This is the balance of internal and external. We have it because we are it, And I got this deck today. It's the Mary Magdalene Oracle. I have been, like, Mary Magdalene has been on the peripherals of my awareness all of my life, but very recently she's come into the forefront for the story that was never told. And I'm not going to like get too much into it now. Hopefully whatever card we read will give whatever background whoever is seeking, because if I'm saying this, there must be somebody that's going to be curious. But she, like, her role, her message is literally the embodiment of unconditional love, like, but in beyond whatever watered down understanding we've been handed, Let's see. I might just have to, I feel like I need to just go ahead and take that. The breath. I reclaim my soul. And look at this. Look at the energy of this card, okay? And in the bottom of the deck, sacred worth. I am worthy of love. I'm going to read the book for both of these. And let's see. Do I have I don't think this has a table of contents. Oh, that is in alphabetical order. Yep. The breath. I reclaim my soul. The Gospel of Philip reminds us that the breath animates the flesh. We come to life with that first inhale when we've emerged from our mother's body, and we leave this body with an exhale when it's our time for what's next. The breath is so simple that it's perhaps the easiest aspect of being alive to take for granted. And yet the breath has the power and potential to bring us back to life into this moment happening right now, just as it did when we were first born. When we are trapped in one of the 7 powers of the ego, all we need to do is become aware of our breathing. If we can bring presence into the pain through an intentional breath, we can reclaim and remember our power to shift everything that comes next. What comes after this tower? Lord have mercy. Okay. We can take one intentional breath to return to the body and drop into the heart. We can take a second intentional breath to connect to the presence of love and that rests within us. And then we can take a third intentional breath and surface drenched now with the presence of love to guide us. 3 intentional breaths can change everything. Do not take my word for it. Practice those 3 breaths, especially when you don't want to, especially when someone's yelling at you, or when you're the one yelling, when you're furious, or when you're more anxious than you've ever been, and when you're about to react to hurtful ways to someone who is hurting. When you're about to react in hurtful ways to someone who is hurting you. Do I need to reread that sentence? Hopefully you understood, because I got it at the end, but it took me too long to get through it. I'm going to read it again. 3 intentional breaths can change everything. Do not take my word for it. Practice 3 breaths, especially when you don't want to, especially when someone's yelling at you or when you're the one yelling, when you're furious or when you're more anxious than you've ever been, and when you're about to react in hurtful ways to someone who is hurting you. Sheesh. Just before reacting, just before repeating a pattern or hurting and being hurt, stop. Take 3 breaths. Return to the heart. Reclaim your soul. Then open your eyes, more anchored to how love might lead you. To kiss in Hebrew means to breathe together, to share the same breath, one spirit. You see how watered down English is, or how watered down we perceive it to be, because they're saying that this is the same word, but what do we it is not that deep when we talk. You have to add an adjective to make a kiss something deep, like saying we kissed. What does that mean? You say we kissed, you saying we breathed together and shared the same breath or spirit. Okay, okay. This is the kind of love we got going on down here. It's not just a kiss. We are one. Okay. The Gospel of Philip reveals that Christ loved Mary more than all the disciples. He often kissed her on the mouth. That's in quotes. The book of Philip. Okay. These are books of the Bible that were essentially redacted, I guess. I don't know. No, Philip. Yeah, that's not in the... Look, I know all 66 books of the Bible, but now I'm like, is there a Philip? There's a Philippians. I got that much. Okay. Reveals that Christ loved Mary and he often kissed her on the mouth. Okay. That divine partnership that they left out of the book. It is through the breath that we can experience a new embrace, so that what comes next isn't from the ego alone. It's also from the heart of who we are. It's straight from the soul. And then there's a soul voice meditation, which is take 3 intentional breaths right now to reclaim your soul. Let's do that together, because I love a good breath. All right. And then we have sacred worth. And then we gonna wrap this. Here we go. I am worthy of love. Sacred worth, I am worthy of love. Worth is not earned or given. Worth is claimed. What's so elusive about worth is that it's easy to forget it. To forget it has nothing to do with anyone or anything outside of us. Our worth is inherent. One of the most profound lessons I've acquired on this path of love Mary Magdalene inspires is to understand that my voice, that quiet, unassuming voice of love inside me, is worthy of being believed. Not because of any master's degree I've accumulated or scholarship and writing I've accomplished, but simply because that voice of love is mine. This is reason enough to know it's worthy of belief. At the end of Mary's gospel, after she reveals the secret teachings Christ gave to her, several of the male disciples don't believe her. She is questioned and disbelieved, especially by the apostle Peter. Levi alone comes to Mary's defense by saying, "If the Savior considered her to be worthy, who are you to disregard her?" For he knew her completely and loved her steadfastly. Mary, 10, verse 9 through 10. I know there ain't no Mary in at least in the King James Version. So, well, no version I've ever read, and I've read several. Which is crazy that these texts exist, but we're just redacted, just left out. Sorry. Like, I feel called to interject, so I'm interjecting. On my first pilgrimage to the south of France, when I was in my early 20s and struggling with a sense of self-worth, I attended a festival of Saint Sarah Lacali in Santis Maries de la Mer. All right, I didn't take French. Where legends say Mary Magdalene traveled to escape Roman persecution. I was swept up by the singing, dancing, grieving, laughing, and profound sounds of true devotion. I descended into the crypt of the church and watched as Saint Sarah was embraced, prayed over, caressed, and entirely loved. I sank down against the back wall and cried, because I knew that I was worthy of love, now and always. I knew that nothing I did or said or gained or lost would ever make me less deserving of love. My worth is unconditional. My worth is always right here waiting in the crypt of my heart for me to claim it. And I also knew it was up to me, then and now. It's up to all of us to know, like Christ, that Mary's voice is worthy of belief. Soul Voice Meditation. What helps me remember that I am worthy of love? There is so much meat to all of that. And I'm trusting that whoever got this far and heard this was able to, feel the things. Because that's a very strong, message and character and role in the unfolding of what I guess became Christianity. But, not even just that, but yes, what became Christianity that was just removed. A human man that is talking about love and love of everyone and having a family and all these things and all the things. But he ain't got no, what, what, I don't know. Why can't we know the human parts of Jesus? Why we only get to know the parts that they are all relatable. All the parts that they share about Jesus are relatable, but they don't share the parts that are easily relatable. That's my hang up. But you know what? I'm just going to pull. I don't know. Do I want to pull something else or do I want to say goodbye? I don't know. It feels like I should dip. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do as I feel called and let y'all go with that. Yeah. I don't know. I just felt called. That's the thing. I guess I'm also healing throat chakra things and letting things out. And this whole twin flame divine counterpart stuff, this subject matter, is something that has become so much more soul felt. Oh, I was going somewhere with me opening my throat chakra. But, throat chakra is open, okay? It's open. We're here. We listen and we don't judge. And we take what resonates and leave what don't. On that note, wishing you an abundant ascension. And I will see y'all in the next video.